Hey everybody, hope everybody has been doing well. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Today is Sunday. I think today is the 18th, May 18th. So I hope everybody has been doing well. Yeah, I've been okay. I had knee surgery on Tuesday. But before I get started, I want to say welcome to everybody. My name is Lashawnterry. If you're new here, hello, hi, welcome. Come in, have a seat. Click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll know when I upload, although I haven't uploaded in a few weeks. And I do have a playlist for you to look through. So we're going to make this real quick. Your girl got her hair did yesterday. Let me see. I should have showed y'all yesterday, but I was so tired when I got back in the house. So I got rope twists. I'm about to go on vacation, and rope twist, this helps to keep my hair together. You know, twist period help to keep my hair together. So until I get back. So yeah. There's a few things I probably want to touch on in here talking to y'all. I had noticed that one of my twists, one of my locks, I don't know, it was one of these in the front, last week was hanging on by a thread. And I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm looking tired. I am very tired. I have not been sleeping well. I just had knee surgery Tuesday. It's just hard for me to, you know, get relaxed. I wasn't sleeping well before the surgery, but having knee surgery and stuff like that, you know, just get a little restless or whatever. So yeah, I'm looking real tired. Look at the bags on my eye, y'all. I got dark circles too. Anyways, for some of y'all that may or may not know, I had gallbladder surgery the end of January. And it goes back to my hair because whenever I have surgery, the effects, it takes a negative effect on my hair. And that was something that I came across when I had my hysterectomy. I was a loose natural at that time. I want to say that was 2013. 2013, I had a hysterectomy. 2014, I had to get my left ovary removed. So going back to that, I was a loose natural. And a couple of months after the surgery, I noticed that it was more than a couple of months, say July. I want to say 3 to 4 months after I had the surgery, that's when my hair started shedding really bad. And also too, when in the winter months, as a loose natural, I want to say like November, I would have a little bit more shedding than normal. That was my hair's shedding cycle. Your hair sheds 100 strands every day. So when people have these, when you have those protective styles and you go to take your hair down and they be like, oh my gosh, look at all this shed hair, it's because you haven't combed your hair in however long you had the style for. But your hair, you shed 100 hairs every day out of your head. And then sometimes your hair may go through, your hair may have a time where it sheds a little bit more. And then you'll have a time where your hair grows a little bit more. you know, that's the cycle of your hair. That's why some people say, you know, once you get to a certain time or age in your life where your hair is not growing anymore, is because it goes in cycles. You'll have cycles where your hair is going through that growth cycle, and then you'll have a cycle where your hair is not going through that growth cycle anymore. And so that's why it's always important to take care of your hair all the time, so you won't have, oh my gosh, my hair is falling out, or oh my gosh, my hair is falling out and it's not growing back. You know, just take care of your hair all the time. But I was one of those that it didn't matter what I did to my hair. It still grew, and it still semi-stayed healthy. But not everybody's hair and scalp is like that. But what was I saying? So yeah, I would notice like beginning of November and October, even if I didn't have surgery, that my hair would go through a shedding cycle where it would shed a little bit more than normal. But when I had surgery, it shed a lot. That's how the anesthesia and everything took effect on my hair, and it would thin out. So when I had my hysterectomy, I would say the left side thinned out more than the right side. And what I would do was I just would do deep conditioning treatments and things like that. I would twist my hair up and just leave it up and not bother it until it was time for me to wash again. And normally for me, it was 4 weeks. So every 4 weeks, I would wash my hair, deep condition, put in my leave-in, and y'all could go back to my older videos where you'll see, because I would literally do my hair on camera for y'all, and show y'all how I was doing my hair and the different products and stuff like that. And during that time, you can go back to those videos when I had my surgeries, my hysterectomy and my ovary out, to see what my hair was looking like and the products that I was using and everything to bring it back around. And I would say by January, it would start to ease up, and I could see my hair from that point on starting to fill back in. So I figured, because I was locked, that I mean, when you're locked, your hair still sheds a little bit, but I figured since I was locked, I didn't have to deal with that wrong. And from what I noticed, it was just that one lock that, when I tell you, it was hanging on by a thread. And when I looked at it, I was like, oh no. So it is affecting me even with locks. So she interlocked it back. And, you know, like I said, I just got my hair twisted because it'll help keep my roots and everything in place, opposed to me leaving it loose and it's just hanging. And also my locks, my hair don't grow into my locks, especially in the front. So, yeah, I needed to, and after about a week or so, you know, they'll start to loosen up. So for me, yeah, I needed to do the rope twist just to keep everything together. Plus she interlocked it anyways, and you know, but literally it was hanging on by about 2-3 strands or whatever. And so now with my knee surgery, I'm glad that I did come across that and it just didn't fall out, because it's going to go through it again with me having surgery back to back like that. And so I will be going to get my hair done more often and keeping it in these twists for a while now. Y'all see me until my hair starts to come back around. And I mean, it's not bad or anything, but I know the effects that the surgery and anesthesia have. And again, it comes out in my hair. And so, yeah, so I won't have locks falling out because of that. You know, I just got to stay on top of, you know, just keeping my hair done and twisted, and her looking through it to make sure there's no other locks that are thinning at the root, because it, you know, that's what, when you're loose natural, my hair didn't so much thin at the root, but you can see, because I had long hair, you can see the thinness every time I washed, how it was thin and thin. Thank goodness it didn't get so much to the root, but you can see the breakage and stuff in the length of my hair. So being that I'm locked, I'm thinking that because it can't break on the length of my hair, it's going to take it from the root, you know, however it can. So yeah, so that's that. I believe I've fully healed from the gallbladder surgery. I really don't have much of any issues anymore. Sometimes, you know, certain things maybe upset my stomach, but because I don't have a gallbladder, that's to be expected from here on out to the day I die. Your gallbladder plays a very significant role in your digestion and things like that. So yeah, things are gonna change, but for the most part, I'm back to eating whatever I want, although I should be eating whatever I want. And yeah, I'm pretty good. So for me, the gallbladder surgery was a thumbs up. It was a plus. It was needed. Mine was really sick. And so with some people, they may say, you know, I'm still having issues. Thank God I'm not one of those people, and I'm not still having issues or whatever. But that's that. So now we're focusing on the knee, and that may be another story. Because I might have to get my right one done as well, but the left knee was the worst, and it's hell. So with my left knee, I had a lot of clicking, clacking. I had that for years. I've been messing around with a bum knee, shit, probably for over 20 years, but it would come and go. And after I had my gallbladder surgery, is when it kind of hit the fan, I guess. I don't know. But it got to the point, y'all know I had started back working out. So y'all probably was like, what happened to her? I thought she was working out or whatever, whatever. Yeah, I was. But it got to a point where my knees was hurting me so bad that I can barely walk. A couple of times, I almost fell down. It was hard for me to get up and down the stairs. Being that I do have my own business, my side business, where I do food and desserts and drinks and stuff on the weekends. I'll be on my feet all weekend, and it just wasn't good, and it wasn't letting up. That was the thing I had. So I had stopped working out. Of course, I was still doing my business, but I had stopped working out, and it was still hurting. The pain had eased up a lot. It took about 2 weeks for the pain to ease all the way up to where I wasn't just in dire pain. It was still discomfort and stuff, but I just stopped working out because I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't want to cause any further damage if there was any that was going on. On top of that, I do have arthritis in my knee. I've had it for years, so I guess it just came to the point of wear and tear over the years, you know, especially my weight is up, you know, my weight is down, you know, you're working out. So arthritis is a progression. So it's not going to reverse, unfortunately. Once it gets started, you could either manage it or it just progressively starts to get worse. And so that was that. And so my doctor, he wanted to try, you know, shots. I did have a shot like 20 years ago, and I reacted negatively to it. My knee swelled up and was in pain. And I'm the type that I don't want Band-Aids. We need to get to the root cause. And if the root cause is cause for surgery, then let's do that. but Band-Aids, it just prolongs it, you know. And I know me, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, you know what, let's just get in there and see what's going on and clean it up, you know, and hopefully I could be pain free and prolong having a knee replacement for as long as I can. So instead of just getting shots and things like that, that's just, again, it's just a Band-Aid. And some people, because I joined some Facebook groups, and some people said the worst their knee got, the shots didn't even do anything, or it may last a week. And I ain't going through all of that pain for no week, 2 weeks. On top of that, I'm deathly afraid of needles. I do not like needles. And so you talking about a long needle in your knee to give an injection? You know, I did that once before. I ain't doing it. I said, let's just go on in and do what it needs to do. So that's what we did. I had a chondroplasty, which is basically going in and getting out all of the loose bodies, if there are any, doing a cleanup. Basically, I also had in one compartment of my knee, I had thickening of the tissues or whatever, and also too, I had thinning of the cartilage in my kneecap. The patella had a slight bit of a tilt. Also too, when he got in there, the lateral bands, he had to release those because it was really tight on my kneecap, and just to help lessen the pain and give my kneecap, you know, some smoothness and get it back in place like it's supposed to. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Okay. I have post-nasal drip. So it was a little bit going on, and then he was saying when he got in there, he was saying, you know, the cartilage in that one compartment of my knee. You have 3 compartments of your knee. I had no tears, so that's good. I had no ACL-ish tears, no meniscus tears, but I did also have a ganglion cyst under the ACL. So a lot of the issues that I had was under the kneecap. So hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully that has, what he went in there and did has, is going to help. Only time will tell if it does. But I've been doing good, you know. I had partial 50% weight bearing, but I want to say the day of my surgery when I came home, I just needed to use the crutch, one crutch, and my friend gave me a walker. Once I would get up and get going, I really didn't need it. It was only just for stability, like if I was getting up from laying down or getting up from the toilet or sitting and things like that. Once I get going, I was pretty good. And so that's just how it's been. The pain has not been bad at all, thank goodness. It does get really sore, especially because I've been up and moving. Yesterday was the most I've been up and moving. I went with my son. He got a new car. I went and got my hair done and went back to the dealership. And so by the end of the day, it was a long day. My knee was just like, get home, get your medicine, get your ice packs, and put your leg up and relax. And so that's what I did. So we're on the road to recovery with that. Also, I got this in from John Ray. It was a scent he did for, and I didn't even write this down. It's some type of organization for animals. And that's why you see the dog on here, you know, if you have a pet or whatever. And the company, I think the lady is called Glam Finds. It's all on there. Girl, I just decided to turn this camera on, so it ain't even available anymore. So you would have to go into John Ray. You could get the whole spiel about it, and if somebody is selling it, because I don't know if he's going to put it back out. He did 3 runs with it. Of course, it sold out within minutes. I was lucky to, when I went on at the time that I did, that they were still available. And I wanted to try it because the scents, the notes in here sounded interesting, and some of them I did like. So it's called the Rocky Coast Perfume. The lady who he collabed with is called Glam Finds, and it's basically like a organization where the profits went to this organization to help animals for the most part. So the top notes is apple, coconut, juniper, pink pepper, liquor, accord, gin. The heart is marine accord, sea salt, hedione, asmanthus, and the base is iso-e super, sandalwood, ambergris, cedarwood, labdanum, vanilla, and white musk. Now I will say I'm not going to spray this. This is to my nose, because everybody's nose is subject to whatever scent. Some people smell different things. You know, everybody not going to smell the same thing. And also how it reacts to your skin chemistry as well. To me, and I knew when I seen some of this, it was probably going to be masculine to my nose. And I was right, it was, but it does smell good. But to me, it dries down to just like a masculine, and I don't like masculine scents on me. So I'm going to show y'all the paw print with the heart. This is the notes on the back. So I'm going to give this to my husband as a Father's Day gift, because it would smell really good on him. But this is how the bottle looks. Very pretty. This is a 50 ml. And I can't remember how much it cost. I think it was $55. John Ray is not expensive. Oh, I was like, why is it going so dark? John Ray is not expensive. I guess it's trying to focus on the bottom. I'm not sure why it's doing it. And then it'll lighten back up. So, yeah, I'm going to get this to my husband for Father's Day along with some other little gifts or whatever. I know this will smell good on him, but I did like the way it smelled. I ain't going to lie. It smelled good. It was very strong. This stuff is going to stick with you, so you don't need you don't need a whole bunch of sprays of this, because all of his stuff is strong for the most part. But yeah, it's pretty strong. So you only need a couple of spritz. But again, if you are interested in this, you will have to go into John Ray and put in, ask who's selling theirs. Most of the people have gotten theirs in this week. So, and people already started who didn't want it, you know, putting them up for sale, and they have been selling. So it's just a matter of who's willing to sell theirs at this point. I don't sell anything. Whatever I don't like on me, or I think it's too masculine for the most part, is unisex. And I just give it to my husband, and he likes it. And it smells good on him, or I give it to a friend, you know. But most of the time, most masculine type scents I give to my husband, because I don't really care for masculine scents, and that's how it dried down on me, more so with all of the cedar wood, all of the woods and stuff. And I'm not a woody. I could deal with sandalwood. I'm not a big cedar wood lover. I don't like pink pepper, and I don't like really boozy scents. But I was hoping that the more of the marine, the fresh, some of the apple and the coconut, I was hoping more of those would come out on me. And in the beginning, it did, but you are always getting that woody, you know, strong musk, you know, masculine type of scent is right there. And I just sprayed a dot on my hand, and when I tell you I was smelling this stuff for hours, I washed my hands, of course, several times, and it just would not go away. Yeah, it went away by now. It wouldn't go away, y'all. But what we are going to do, I had started a series where I was doing, if I had the OG, I would do the OG versus the dupes, or I would do dupe versus dupe. So this is going to be a dupe versus dupe. I don't have the OG. I don't think I ever got a sample of it. I'm not sure. I would have to look back through my sample bag, and my sample bag is huge. Hold on. Okay, back. So y'all, this is my sample box. And this is kind of like my sample bags. And these are stuff that I used up. Yeah, the sample stuff that I used up, I just put them in this bag. Anxious is gone. Let me look through here. So no, I don't have any samples. I just want to show y'all what my sample bags look like. That it's kind of like put it in, forget. Let me know if y'all want me to do like a sample with some of these, because I have a lot. This is just one bag. This is another bag with a bunch of samples in here. This is another bag. These are my Dapper samples. And I got samples like this, you know, that come in these things that I just throw in a bag. And it's another Dapper. I basically just like throw everything Jo Malone in the bag and kind of like forget about it. Then I got all of these right here. MFK, and so yeah, let me know if y'all want me to do like a but I don't have, it's crazy because I do have, I had to get I gotta get some, when I go back up to Saks, see if I could get, I don't know why I never got a sample of that one. Okay, I'm back. So, these two that I'm about to show you is, these are dupes of Byredo's Sundays. The notes that are in Sundays is lemon, mandarin, heart, neroli, jasmine, sambac, and base musk. If you go to Byredo, they don't have it in stock, but you may be able to go to Saks to get it. This is how it looks. But that's what, whenever I put this up, it goes dark. I don't know why it does that. But that basically what these two are. This one is Dawkins Arome, and then this is Dua's. I want to say, which one did I get? I got Dawkins first. This is their pink cotton, but it's basically their inspiration of Byredo's Sundays, and I absolutely love it because it gives you fresh. It gives you that sweet. Why do you keep going in and out like that? I'm hoping it's not showing up like that in the video where it's like shaded. Let me keep doing it. There you go. So let's go over to darkens. And the reason why I'm bringing you this right now, I thought about it, is because darkens is going on a sabbatical. They did not say when they will be back, but as of June 9th, if you don't order before then, you won't be able to order until they open back up. So that's why I want to put this out now. So just in case you want to give it a try, I can't tell you if days, we'll look it up on Dupe to see if that is still available. But when I first got the Dupe, I didn't care for it, so I gave it to my husband. And then I've had that for months, probably last year. And I sprayed it and smelled it, and I was like, oh my goodness, it smells good. So she has, the pink cotton is under their original scents, but I want to say it was an inspiration from Byredo that they put their own twist on. So with pink cotton is lemon, cotton candy, cotton blossom, caramel, and musk. I want to say that's what I thought. This was a play on, kind of like a play on Byredo, but maybe I came up with that from somewhere. And they also just brought out the lotion. They do have the oil in pink cotton, but they also brought out the lotion as well. And I do got that, and y'all should have seen that in one of my in my latest Dawkins Arome video. I thought this was a play on Byredo Sundays. I thought that I had read that somewhere from them or whatever. Why did I think that? Because that's what I thought, y'all. But we was gonna go into doers. Why did I think pink cotton was a play on Byredo Sundays? I know I ain't crazy. I saw that somewhere. And actually, Dupe does have it. It's still in stock. It is $55. They got 34 of them in stock. This is a dupe for Byredo's Sundays. And it has lemon, mandarin, neroli, sambic jasmine, cotton candy accord, and musk. Yes, this is a play on Byredo Sundays. I knew I wasn't crazy. Like, okay, but they put it, pink cotton, they put it under original scent. I think what she added was the caramel. And you know what, with Byredo, they may not give you all of the notes. They just may give you some of the notes. So you got the lemon, mandarin, neroli, jasmine, sambac, and musk. Let's go back to pink cotton. What the notes are. She don't have neroli. I guess they put lemon. Yeah, lemon is in both Mandarin. She doesn't have Mandarin. It's not noted here as the notes. But at any rate, I'm gonna go with it is a inspiration from Byredo with their own Sundays with their own twist on it. So you can smell the cotton candy in this. This smells so good. I love this stuff. I have the oil as well. So we got pink cotton on the left. Dupe on the right. And also do not buy Dupe during, except for on Fridays, because he do his like 30+% off. So just go in on Fridays when you want to buy to get what you want. Because this is not a total dupe for Byredo, of course, it's going to smell a little different. Pink cotton has more of a sweeter, fresher, kind of like laundry detergent meets sweet. But Sundays is going to give you kind of like the same as well. Well, Dazed. In the Days, you're not picking up so much of the cotton candy as you do in Dawkins pink cotton. But I want to say as it dries down, they're kind of giving me a little bit similar. Now I would have to get the OG to see how both of these would pair again. Dawkins Arome added their own kind of twist to it because they put in the caramel. They got some other notes in it that maybe Dupe in the original don't have. On the original, they didn't put cotton candy, but there is some, I want to say they didn't put all of the notes in it on the description. But for Dupe to put cotton candy and for Dawkins to put cotton candy, it must be some type of cotton candy or something in the OG for them to put those notes. Whereas I think Dupe put most of the notes, if not all of the similar notes of the original. Dawkins kind of veered a little bit. But they both smell good. I would wear both of these. I might steal this back from my husband because of the simple fact that this is more so of a dupe for Sundays by Byredo, and this is more of an inspiration than a dupe of Byredo. But with pink cotton, you're going to get that fresh, clean kind of laundry meets sweet type of deal. Whereas Dazed, you're going to get that fresh, you know, that fresh meets sweet type of deal. Yeah, so Cotton Blossom. So yeah, Cotton Blossom. And see in the caramel. So yeah, this is a dupe. This is a dupe more so than an inspiration. See, Byredo didn't put all of the notes. Recording will be stopped and saved when you answer something. My husband is calling me. But so in this one, you got It says it's a fragrance that perfectly balances playful sweetness with refined freshness. It begins with a burst of zesty lemon, adding a sparkling freshness that awakens the senses. As the heart unfolds, the airy sweetness of fluffy cotton candy and lush cotton blossom create a soft, enchanting allure, evoking the comfort of a sunlit day. Finally, the richness of caramel and the warmth of cozy musk wrap you in a luscious embrace, leaving a trail that is both radiant and unforgettable. Oh, I'm on Dawkins. What the hell am I talking about? Y'all, excuse my brain. So we're going to go back with the inspiration. Dua says, a hot summer's day is perfectly exemplified in the olfactory experience of a tale that only Byredo can tell. Warm citrus notes of lemon and mandarin transmit beams of light that illuminate even the darkest of spirits. The unleashed retreats, earth glistens and smolders in the fervor of the midday sun. So it's lemon, mandarin, neroli, sumac, jasmine, cotton candy, accord, and musk. He didn't put caramel in his. I don't smell caramel in the pink cotton. That's just my nose. So yeah, we're going to go back with an inspiration with Dawkins. But yeah, Dawkins is more so like fresh, kind of laundry meets sweetness type of deal. And this also gives a fresh, sweet citrus. This is going to give you more citrus than the Dawkins is going to give you because of the neroli, the lemon, the mandarin. Yeah, this is going to give you, this is a citrus. So the OG and this is going to give you more citrus. He made his more citrus. I can't remember how the OG smelled, but both of these are summer, spring scents. I tend to wear pink cotton anytime I want to, especially, you know, I'm in the house for bed or whatever. But these both smell good. And I want to say as this starts to dry down, you're going to get more citrus than you will in the pink cotton. With the pink cotton, you're going to get more of a fresh laundry sweetness to it as it starts to dry down. So forgive me for all of the back and forth. These are both good. If you want to try pink cotton, if you have not, you need to go on to Dawkins and order before they go on a sabbatical. Days you can order anytime. He has 34 of them left from Dua fragrance. I would say order on Fridays because that's when he do his biggest sales, and this is 55. I believe this is 65. And you can get the body products to go with this as well. With the OG Byredo Sundays, they have no body products to in the Sundays. So you'll get your life with the body products with the pink cotton, the oil, and the lotion with the straight perfume. So yeah, you can't go wrong with either one of these. I thought this was, I'm gonna keep to, this was an inspiration off of Byredo Sundays. They may have changed the verbiage on when they changed over their website a little bit on Dawkins, but I know I ain't crazy and I got that from somewhere, and this was the first one that I got that I when I heard of Byredo, so that I'm gonna go with that. They just put their own twist on it, more so than going straight on Dupe, in my opinion. So another thing I want to give y'all too is my lippies. These are my two favorite lippies. I ordered 2 more that I have to go pick up of Jo Malone's Vitamin E. I am a little bit sad that I'm not sure if they discontinued it, but they are body balm. I used it all some months back. I think I used the rest of it in February. You didn't get a whole lot, but that cream, that body cream was so good. I want to say that's one of the best body creams that I ever used. I'm not lying. I would put it on first. It just leaves your skin so soft, and then whatever other body product and lotion I would put over that, and your skin would just feel so soft. It was expensive, so maybe that's why they are not, selling it, because I looked everywhere, and everywhere is sold out. So, I don't know, but I did order 2 more of these. The Vitamin E, the hand cream is really good too. I keep that in my purse because it is expensive, and I don't want to use it up like that. That's what I keep my Lashawnterry for. This stays by my sink. So I use this every time I wash my hands. But it seems like when it comes to the Vitamin E line, they seem to have, I don't know, discontinued. I was even looking for the hand cream. They have the hand cream, I think, still. But the body scrub, I believe, is still available. But the body balm, I'm not seeing it anywhere. Even other stores that were selling it, I'm not seeing it because I wanted to buy more. But this is a lip conditioner, and it does help. Sometimes I just put this on by itself at night. But if my lips are really chapped, I'll go behind it with the Rhodes. This is for really dry skin and lips. My daughter had put me on to this. This is by Hailey Bieber, and it does help with really dry and chapped lips. So with these two together, it's a powerhouse. That's what you see. I just put some on because my lips has been really dry. And yeah, you can walk into the store and get this or order it online. You have to order this online, the Rhodes, but I swear by these two. I was using topicals. I just don't like topicals. It's too thick, it's too sticky, and I would have to put something on under it to smooth it out. But if push comes to shove and I run out of this, I know I can go get the topicals, or I could use my moringa oil from I could use my moringa oil from who's my moringa oil by? Papa Rosier. So that's all I got for y'all. This is 48 minutes. Thank y'all for rocking with me for this long. Hopefully you watch it all the way through. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.